Hello, my sincere bounty hunters, Lucas and George alike. Welcome to episode 38 of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Just got done talking with Nev in the last episode. Balara, how are you holding up after your brother passed on?
Hi.
Hey, Balara.
What are you reading?
Sirian's last words? Veil Jumpers had them.
Really?
He must have known it was the end. One way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans. Together. Find the archive, the Nodasterthalin. Restore the elves. Bring them back to who they were. But now he's gone, and I wonder if the archive should go with him.
What do you think Sirian would say?
He told me, actually, in his letter. Or tried to, didn't really give an answer. Told me to remember the beauty, what our people accomplished, back then. But to remember the other side of it, the Evanuris, Anaris.
So not much advice on which path is better.
The archive holds parts of my people. Some good, some bad. That's the burden. My people's future on my shoulders.
Everyone trusts you, Balara. Strife, Irilyn, the team.
I don't know if I trust myself. Not for something like this. This big a decision. I don't want to make the wrong choice.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
Oh, I hate these kind of decisions. All right.
What you were is important. It's worth the risk. The elves deserve to know more about who they were. Keep the archive.
I think you're right. We'll keep the archive, that connection to our past. It's what Sirian and I were looking for.
Now you found it.
Right. And I found him too. For a little while. That has to be enough.
You going to be okay?
Yeah. I think so. I think I'm ready to say goodbye. For real, this time. But I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook.
Yeah, take all the time you need. But always supposed to keep the archive. I'm putting that on. Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
Eldrin and the Dalish will take good care of them. It's the best choice for the Griffins. And I bet Hassan's brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
The Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
I'm meeting Stalgard at Isana Nagat, on the mountain. Come with me?
Is there unfinished business?
No, nothing of the sort, but I could use company, if you're up for the trip.
Alrighty then, and I'm assuming... Yep, Emmerich needs a talking with. What the... Okay. After this long? Really? Nah, yeah. I didn't know another one was gonna be right up there. Get in there. What the...
Can't do this without a wisp.
Okay, hold on.
Dweller, it is whole, restored.
Really? Okay. So where does this room lead? What the...
Now I'm getting somewhere. That did it.
I did not hear what he said. Okay. Okay.
Mana, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
Sounds overcomplicated and like it could blow up in her face.
Oh, there's nothing Johanna will not risk for her ambitions. But we've found her.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate Johanna's lair while she's distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
You could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Little fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
Stalgard should be around here somewhere.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharok dwarves are tough.
I'd like to see Kalsharok. Do you think Stalgard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves. About myself.
Maybe once things have settled down a bit.
Got it. Stalgard told me about this place. The mountain is rich with lyrium, and the dwarves built this outpost to trade with Tevinter. As long as a dwarf stayed within the fort's walls, it would be as though they hadn't left the stone. they could keep their caste name and status.
Right. Traditional dwarves are particular about avoiding the surface.
The Kalsharak don't care about those rules, but Orzammar does.
I remember Ozamar, and yeah.
Is it me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
I'll just move this rock out of our way. Leave it to me.
This entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were. Those rocks I can move.
Ooh. Eh.
Were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew, I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. The story of their fall is the story of our birth. It's why we don't dream, why we're resistant to lyrium, and the reason we feel the earth in our guts. Heard ya. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic.
Maybe they didn't know.
Maybe. They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
The dogs swam around the deep roads on the way here.
Lace Harding's shade kept them away for a time.
So they'll be back,
Oh,
you think?
there he is.
It is hard to say.
Stalgard.
They seem different now. Ah, good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Kalsharak's memories, a historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you, to learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans, about our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
Hey, I'd want to meet you too if I heard all the stories.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Dunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you. With all of you. I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours. on, Rick. If you liked someone, what would you do? To show them you like them, I mean.
Perhaps a stroll through the memorial gardens of the necropolis? Lovely flowers.
Don't, you know, spirits hang around there?
Few, certainly.
I did not mean to cut them off. My bad.
Hey, Rook. Irlin and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrion's funeral. I could use someone to come with me, if you're able. Just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Rook, I had an idea.
Okay.
I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlathan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Why? Seriously, why? Oh, it's a conversation.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute.
Coming
Poachers are
force-
nearby.
Ah.
The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Maybe try asking them nicely?
I won't be there the day the real hunters show up. No time to be polite.
What about belly rubs?
You're the one leading the charge against the gods?
Carrot before the stick.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's happening?
The Hala are in trouble, and unarmed hunters nearby. Attack! They got it!
Undiscovered. Okay, so I can go here. That, again, that was so quick. Wait, really?
We're not alone. Double your effort.
One for us. Be ready.
Hey, Rook.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Enna Bellinaris. From the form, we bring forth the eternal. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together, no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's close to what we've always done. The Dalish, I mean. But the ancient elves used Veilfire to show our connection to the Fade. Or so the archive tells me anyways. I think it's what Syrian would have wanted.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
Wait a minute.
else we'll find. On the archive, I mean.
Could be anything, really. It didn't sound too choosy.
Not choosy, but rude. And very, very stubborn.
Bellara,
Hey, Irulan.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
I can't be holding this crystal for nothing.
A third we grant to the stars, to speak your life to the firmament. Am I doing this right? I don't know. The archive wasn't much help. It told me the words, but words are only part of it. Rituals aren't just about what you say, it's why and how you say it.
Reclaiming the past was never going to be easy. But you have to start somewhere. Why not here?
Syrian made it sound so simple. Learn the past and then live it. But so much is different. Who we are now is as important as who we were. I just wish it were easier. Okay, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird, probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier.
So what do you think is out there?
I don't know. Could be anything, really. That's kind of the magic. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we grant to the sea, to carry you to distant shores. Syrian always wanted to see what was across the ocean. Not Pervalin, I mean really across. The other parts of the world. I wonder if the Evanurus ever left Thedas.
That's a good question. Who knows how far they traveled?
We've seen their power. I bet they could go anywhere. Maybe there are other elves, somewhere else. Without the Exalted Marches, without Tevinter, what does that even look like? Maybe better, or maybe not, but different? More of us alive, and probably free? Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd hoped that the archive might change, now that Honoris is gone, I mean.
I'm guessing it didn't?
It called me a witless fool 3 times when it was teaching me about ancient elven funerals.
Not so much, then.
I had to threaten to send it into an active volcano.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days, people are there for you. I like it. It's literal in a really reassuring way.
Yeah, that's a nice thought. Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done. That I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third we return to the infinite, to find their way to the sanctum of the eternal. And that's it. The words we used to say. According to the archive, at least. It's close to what we say now. Not the same, but nearly. And it's what he would have wanted.
Sorry, I was reading that. Okay.
Think you'll be okay?
I didn't think I would be, but I'm okay. Not amazing, not great, but okay. We found it. That connection. What Syrian and I were looking for. When he came back, it hurt again. Worse, almost. But this time, I got to say goodbye. And now I have to live my life. That's all I can do, for either of us.
Making it from one day to the next is pretty tough some days. But we do it. And it's enough.
Right. One foot in front of the other. I don't know what our people's future looks like. But now they know their past. And they have a future. I hope you've found peace. Wherever you are now. Dareth, Shural, and Na Belanaris. Syrian, I love you.
Ah, Emmerich, that's right. Well, that was sad. I will see you guys in the next episode.